You think you've bought a plane ticket to Cuba? You imagine a quick hop across the ocean, a new stamp in your passport, and a week of sun, salsa, and mojitos. But the moment you step onto that plane, you're not just crossing borders, you're crossing decades. What you've really done is step into a time machine, one that smells of cigar smoke, diesel, and the faint trace of nostalgia. The streets are alive with the rumble of engines from another era, and the air is thick with stories that refuse to fade. The moment you land at Jose Marti International, the air hits you. Thick, humid, heavy with history. It's as if the city itself exhales, welcoming you with a warm, sticky embrace that carries the weight of revolutions and resilience. The airport feels like a bus station from a forgotten era, where time took a nap and never woke up. The faded signage, the retro tiles, the sense that everything is both functional and falling apart. It's a portal to a world that's stubbornly out of sync with the present. Welcome to 2025, which looks suspiciously like 1959, just dustier and more resilient. Your smartphone? Useless. The digital world you left behind is a distant memory here, replaced by the analog rhythms of daily life. Wi-Fi is a myth, whispered about by desperate tourists. You'll see clusters of travelers huddled around public hotspots, faces lit by the blue glow of hope. But the connection is fleeting, just enough to send a message home, never enough to feel connected. You came for adventure, but what you get is a forced digital detox. Terrifying yet strangely liberating. Suddenly you're present in a way you haven't been in years, noticing the details, the colors, the music drifting from open windows. You're off the grid, surrounded by beautiful decay. The buildings are crumbling, but their colors are defiant. Turquoise, coral, sun-bleached yellow, each one telling a story of survival and stubborn beauty. Billboards don't sell products, they celebrate revolution. Instead of ads for soft drinks or cell phones, you see slogans and faces that shaped a nation. Reminders that here, history is always close at hand. Che Guevara's face is everywhere, watching over a world he helped create. His image is a constant companion, a silent witness to the daily struggles and small victories of Cuban life. The propaganda is so earnest it feels like performance art. It's bold, unapologetic, and strangely moving. A reminder that belief, even when battered, can still be beautiful. You wonder if you're on a movie set until you see real people living real lives. Children chase soccer balls through alleys, old men argue over dominoes, and families gather on stoops to watch the world go by. This is just Tuesday in Havana. For locals, the surreal is simply routine, and the extraordinary is woven into the fabric of every day. You're an alien here, a visitor from a future that never arrived. The world you know feels impossibly far away, and you realize you're the one out of place, not the city. Every assumption you have about convenience and time is about to be challenged. Schedules are suggestions, clocks are decorative, and patience is the only currency that matters. You came to see Cuba, but what you'll really see is a stripped-down reflection of your own world. Without the noise and distraction, you're left with the essentials: connection, curiosity, and the courage to let go. Prepare to be humbled, confused, and if you're lucky, enchanted by Cuba's magnificent mess. The chaos is real, but so is the magic, and it's waiting for you in every unexpected moment. Here the past isn't just present, it's inescapable. The old and the new exist side by side, sometimes clashing, sometimes dancing, always reminding you that time in Havana moves to its own rhythm. And that's exactly why you're here. Not just to see a place, but to feel the pulse of a city that refuses to let go of its past, and in doing so, invites you to rediscover your own sense of wonder. Walking through old Havana is like digging through layers of time, each step echoing with stories of the past. The city's streets are alive with a sense of nostalgia, where every corner seems to whisper secrets from centuries ago. Grand colonial mansions stand proud, their pastel paint peeling and faded by the sun, transformed into vertical neighborhoods by families who hang laundry from ornate balconies. These buildings, once homes to Havana's elite, now shelter generations, their walls holding memories of laughter, struggle, and resilience. The streets are cobblestone, worn smooth by centuries of footsteps, treacherous but charming. Each uneven stone is a testament to the city's endurance, and walking here is a dance between the past and present. You watch your step, not just to avoid potholes but to catch flashes of color, bursts of music from a passing street band, or a basket being lowered from a balcony for fresh bread. Life here spills out onto the streets, vibrant and unpredictable. The city is in constant, beautiful collapse and stubborn rebirth. Crumbling facades stand beside freshly painted walls, and everywhere you look, there's a sense of both loss and hope. Restoration and decay stand side by side, a paradox held together by sheer will and the determination of its people. Workers patch up what they can, while nature and time reclaim what's left behind. Every corner is a visual feast, plazas where kids play baseball with makeshift bats, their laughter echoing through the air, and elders gather to play dominoes or simply watch the world go by. Alleys are covered in vibrant street art, murals that tell stories of revolution, hope, and everyday life, adding splashes of color to the city's weathered walls. Pharmacies unchanged since the 1920s stand as living museums, their wooden counters and glass jars a reminder of a slower, more deliberate era. Here, history isn't in books. It's what you trip over on the sidewalk, what you hear in the music, and what you feel in the heartbeat of Havana itself. Forget supercars. In Cuba, the true legends of the road aren't the latest Ferraris or Lamborghinis. They're the chrome-plated giants from a bygone era, still rumbling through the streets with style and swagger. Here, the kings of the road are the Yank tanks, those massive 1950s American classics roaring down the Malecon like they own the city. Their engines echo off the seawall, a rolling parade of color and chrome that turns every head. These aren't museum pieces, locked away behind velvet ropes. They're daily drivers, patched together with whatever can be found. Lada engines, boat motors, Russian tractor parts, and a whole lot of ingenuity. Each car is a Frankenstein's monster, lovingly kept alive. Cuban mechanics are true wizards, masters of improvisation. With limited resources and almost no access to original parts, they keep these beasts alive using whatever they can scavenge. Their creativity is legendary, and their garages are filled with stories of impossible repairs. Riding in one is an experience you'll never forget. Cracked vinyl seats, no air conditioning, just the sticky tropical air and the deep, throaty rumble of history beneath you. The windows are always down, letting in the sounds and scents of Havana. For a moment you feel like a movie star, gliding through a world that time forgot. The city becomes your set, the car your co-star, and every street corner a scene from a classic film. These cars are more than just transport. They're woven into the fabric of Cuban identity. They represent pride, resourcefulness, and the will to survive against the odds. For many families, a classic car is a treasured heirloom passed down through generations. For tourists, they're a must-have photo op, a symbol of Cuba's unique charm. But for Cubans, these cars are a lifeline. Taxis, family vehicles, and sometimes even homes on wheels. Each car is a rolling work of art, lovingly maintained and often customized with bright paint, gleaming chrome, and personal touches. They're symbols of resilience, creativity, and the Cuban spirit. They're patched, stubborn, and magnificently alive, just like Cuba itself. Every dent and scratch tells a story of survival and adaptation. Every ride is a journey through ingenuity and nostalgia, a living connection to the past that still powers the present. The chrome shines, the engines roar, and the island keeps moving forward, fueled by hope and determination. In Cuba, the road is a living museum, and when you climb into one of these chrome gods, you become part of the story. As night falls, Havana's true heartbeat emerges: music. It pours from doorways, windows, and street corners, a tapestry of Spanish guitar, Afro-Cuban drums, and trumpet. The best music isn't on a stage, it's in a dim bar where old musicians play son cubano with raw passion. They play not for fame, but because it's who they are. Music here is communal. People gather, join in, clap, and sing. It's spontaneous, joyful, and unpretentious. This is how Cubans connect and celebrate, sharing their culture in every note. The music tells Cuba's story: struggle, joy, resilience. To understand Cuba, you don't need a history book. Just listen. The rhythm of the night is the rhythm of the island's soul. If music is Cuba's soul, salsa is its heartbeat. This isn't ballroom dancing, it's fluid, passionate, and everywhere. Couples dance on street corners, moving with effortless grace. At night, the dance floors fill. Clubs, plazas, anywhere there's music. Salsa is a conversation, a partnership, a celebration of life. Tourists join in, clumsy but welcomed, guided by patient locals. No one judges, everyone shares the joy. Salsa is freedom, a space to forget struggles and feel alive. Even if you can't master the steps, you should try. To feel the rhythm of salsa is to feel the rhythm of Cuba. To truly experience Cuba, look beyond the postcards. The real magic is in hidden paladares. Private restaurants tucked in homes serving whatever the market allowed that day. You taste ropa vieja, black beans, fried plantains. Home cooking elevated by necessity and tradition. Coffee is a ritual, tiny, strong, sweet cafecitos. Best bought from a window, sipped while chatting with neighbors. The ultimate secret isn't a place, it's a mindset. Be open, get a little lost, strike up conversations, accept invitations. The real Cuba reveals itself to those willing to wander and embrace the chaos. It's not about following a guidebook, but about letting the island surprise you. That's the secret handshake. Life in Cuba is a masterclass in absurdity and resourcefulness. Prices are negotiable, the internet is a communal ritual in public parks, and shopping is a scavenger hunt. Scarcity breeds creativity. Nothing is wasted, everything is repurposed. Time is flexible. Manana just means not today. Waiting for a bus that may never come teaches patience. The frantic pace of modern life fades, you learn to slow down. In Cuba, you're forced to be present, to accept what you can't control. The surreal becomes normal, and the absurd becomes charming. You operate on island time, and it's liberating. Here, the everyday is gloriously, hilariously unpredictable. What do you make of Cuba? It's a land of contradictions, charming and bewildering, joyful and heartbreaking. The people are its greatest charm, warm, generous, always ready to laugh. You see resilience in the old man polishing his taxi, the musician playing for coins, the family sharing a crowded room. The confusion comes from trying to reconcile this spirit with the harsh realities. The more you learn, the more complex it gets. So you raise a glass of rum to confusion, because it makes you think, to charm, because it opens your heart. Cuba gets under your skin and stays with you. It's not easy, not simple, but unforgettable. Here's to the beautiful, intoxicating mess that is Cuba. The easy story is that Cuba is stuck in time, a living museum. But that misses the point. Cuba isn't frozen, it's evolved on its own path. The patched-up cars and resourceful solutions are signs of relentless adaptation, not stagnation. This is a living laboratory of resilience. Cuba runs on a different clock. Community over convenience, connection over distraction. The costs of isolation are real, but so are the lessons. Is Cuba a trip back in time? Yes and no. You'll see the past, but also a vibrant, evolving present. Cubans aren't defined by what they lack, but by what they create. Cuba isn't stuck, it's just dancing to its own rhythm, and for a while you get to join in.